Welcome back to Factorio Space Age. We're here on a spot. Can we just fly over the stuff here? You bet we can. Well, that makes some things easier. It's just me, a suit of mech armor, and this pile of supplies and all these boxes that we brought with us. Of course, the platform is sitting pretty elsewhere, so as to not just get absolutely blasted by the large rocks. It's all getting things sorted out. Do more with this later. But for now, we are here. And what better to do than to start working on stuff? Look at research here. First thing we need to do things is mine a big lithium ice formation. It gives us a lithium recipe and lithium plates. We need to craft a lithium plate in a cryogenic plant, which needs lithium plate. Well, we craft a lithium plate, then we get the cryogenic plant, and then we get the cryogenic science pack and all this. And just everything else here. Let's start by grabbing a couple different things here. Heat pipes, exchangers, steam turbines, foundries, recyclers, these cryogenic plants, some iron, some plastic, some circuits, some copper, all those, some bots. We don't really need logistics bots. That's gonna do their own thing. Copper, get some steel. Rocket fuels for stuff. We need superconductor for making things. More advanced circuits, pressing units. Superconductor. Concrete. Cliff explosives. Solar panels. Storage tanks. Poles. Rubber ports. More steam turbines. Big mining drills. Electric furnaces. We got a lot of different stuff. Couple batteries, why not? And some gears. Well, let's get us started. Let's see what we're working with here. We've got different size lithium ice formations. Contains ice, lithium, and something else. Ice platform. Okay. Stable floating platform for ice. Same flow platform of ice for sufficiently cold planets. Perfect. Okay. Lithium recipe. Made a chemical plant. Lithium plate. Lithium in there. Holmium plates. We need holmium plates. We didn't bring in holmium plates, did we? We get holmium plates here? Probably not. Lithium brine ammonia. Okay. Break the ramp chunks here. Okay. Huge lithium ice formation. Get ice. So we don't really need the platforms besides just making stuff. Because we can fly between things. Whether or not that's super necessary, another question. But let's break down what we can here. We don't have the robots do it for us. Do we have any of the construction bots? Use more energy, that's fine. Here's the new recipes. Lithium plates, we need holmium plates, lithium brine, and ammonia. And this needs lithium. We need holmium plates. Holmium plates are just hanging out in this box. Missed a piece here. We did not send any of those. We got all sorts of different other kinds of plates. That's all made from here. It's made here from the holmium solution, which is made of holmium ore and stone. and water. And somehow source those here, we could get it, but I don't think we can. Right. Send some robots. Just gonna grab all the pieces. Go for it. Robots. How many robot bits do we have here? At the personal robot part, robot limit 25. Okay. He's gonna damage her. That's also fine. You did say there's higher robot energy usage here, but also should probably be fine. There's a floating chunk. Look at that. How fun. It's kind of taking them longer to recharge. They're doing their best. And one more chunk. Brilliant. Let's see if there's any... Not really any cliffs here. Guess that's fine. Just bringing all this stuff down. Give me what we can here. If we had more of the roboports, technically make more of these. What would it take to make some more roboports for ourselves? What do we got? Probably not the level 2 roboports or anything. At least something. We could make one. Well, it takes superconductor and stuff. All that for that. Raw capacity. Something. 10. Yeah. Here's the lithium. I guess, really for that, you only need that if we want to make more lithium. Let's get the lithium from here to start. We're going to need more lithium later, though. Here's the start, though. We make the lithium plate in the electric furnace. That's at least something. The robots are just getting through the energy here. Into more favorable locations. They're all just freezing. You guys keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna set up a electric furnace here. I also have the express belts currently. Whether or not that's a good plan. Any splitters? Okay. What's this? That's a bar. Just some radars here too somewhere. Maybe. Robots. What's up here? Nope. We did not drop the radars. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Just know where they are, though. Good information to have. Okay. So I'm picking everything we have here. If we don't have the chromium plates, this is going to be the limit of lithium. We're just going to have to go to other places to pick up more lithium, I guess. So that's alright. There's worse things that could happen. Here, draining that energy here, though. Okay. Charging up, charging up, charging up. That. These chunks. Some of the northern chunks here could also do. Some lithium brine up there. Crude oil. Oh! An enemy base? Nope, that's just a lithium. We've slated for destruction. Lots safer. Yoink. The fact that we can just fly over the sea here is pretty good, too. Definitely worth getting another mech armor made. Good stuff. There's a fluorine vent. This is a crude oil. Okay. This is lithium brine. Some pump jacks. Yeah. First thing we need to do, though, is craft a lithium plate. It requires a... I have just regular furnaces on here. Electric furnace. It's freezing. It's frozen. Alright, that's more steps, isn't it? It's frozen, you can't do things, so it needs heat and stuff. From heat pipes, doing heat things. It also needs to be all in concrete to not melt the ice. Extra steps here. See how it expects us to do this here. We got the recipe. And stone furnace, steel furnace, or electric furnace. I mean, possibly if we power it up. It won't be so frozen. Still frozen. Still promise on frozen. Power output minus 99% though, which is not great. We're gonna need some pump jacks, a couple of those. Do some stuff with that. Concrete. Got crude oil here. Decent yield percentages. Pump jack on the crude oil. It's also frozen. Expected resources, oil. In theory. Cannot build on ice. On rough ice? There's rough ice out here. Put a regular pipe on rough ice? No. Okay. There's one way to get... Is there any way to use this? It's rough ice. Ice platform? Also no. Frozen. Oh, rough ice. Okay. What else we got out here? And this one fluorine vent. Over here we have lithium brine. Maybe from lithium brine we could get some stuff. Alright, concrete. Still frozen. Needs heat pipes or something. The heat from the heat pipes needs to be actually made. Heat exchanger. Make heat from something. Low temperature, needs water. So I need some regular pumps here too. There's something here. Regular pumps. Let's just search for it too. Pump needs an engine. Okay. Engines need to be made. Offshore pump? Offshore pump. There we go. That's also a thing. Offshore pump. And it's pumping ammoniacal solution. I'm built on rough ice. This rough ice is a continuing problem here too. We have this ice platform. Stable floating platform of ice for sufficiently cold planets. That's where we are. Put it out there, but not on the rough ice. And spots where that will also work. We need a source of heat. Or something. It's expecting us. Let's do some stuff here. Lithium plate. Recipe. Lithium in a furnace. Furnace is frozen. Yes. Burn something. Do something. Boiler. Find an offshore pump where we can actually pump from. Be the next step here. Pipe's also frozen. Okay. Okay. Frozen. Right. Let's go to these other vents, see if we can do anything with them. This is a fluorine vent. It's out here in the middle of nothing. Not amazing, obviously. Build on rough ice. And this is the side that'll work, but it's still frozen. Also, this pump is frozen. This pump's over here freezing. Can't even pump from here. Nope, that's frozen. What do we got over here? Lithium brine. Pump jack. Frozen. Area. Some resources, a whole bunch of brine. Okay. Well. What does it say for the plants and stuff? Freezing waves with oceans of liquid ammonia and fluorine vents. Structures and builds will freeze if not heated by adjacent heat pipe or other hot structures. Aha. What we need is what we got for discovering the plant in the first place. Stuff. Helo, solution preparation, chemical plant, cryogenic plant, solid fuel from ammonia, ammonia rocket fuel, ice platform recipe, and there is the heat tower. When did we get that? What's from here, apparently? That is a thing. Here it is. A heating tower. Concrete, boilers, and heat pipes. Needs stone. Is there stone here? There might not be any stone here. You would think there'd be a way to get some stone. Just on the map here. Let's just move all this. We have things, but no things. Okay. Let's see if we can find some rocks somewhere. Any other processes create stone? Anything that we could accomplish? How big these oceans are too, my goodness. Look around here. There's a tiny bit of something. Surely there'd be a way to fabricate some stone here. Maybe. Or the whole idea is bringing in resources from elsewhere. Also possible. There's another small island here. Just the same stuff. Bit unfortunate. Just another tiny little bit. A little bit more over here. So the same things. Very desolate area so far. Not a lot to work with. I haven't really any resources. Now there's some stuff. These between places is gonna be a whole hassle. Do another sweep around the outside here. Just a tiny little bit. Oh man, this place. It's just an endless ammonia sea. My goodness. This is all the same things. So yeah, if we want to get more lithium, we're going to need to either run around here picking up more stuff from little islands, or get the homing plates in. Neither of which is ideal by any measure. Okay. There's definitely a whole place. Not a lot going on. Let's back to the largest island, which we thankfully landed on here. Okay. Any way to make stone? No, don't think so. Which is for stone. Got stone bricks made of stone. Stone furnaces made of stone. No rocks. No rocks anywhere on this planet. Kilo contains the two different icy chunks, crude oil, the other two vents, and the sea. The solution separation produces ice and ammonia. Ammonia and crude oil, solid fuel, water ammonia, rocket fuel, ice ammonia, ice platform. Lithium brine, ammonia, lithium. Lithium is plates. Solid fuel, lithium, fluorine, ammonia. Crafted to cool it down. Nothing really about stone here. Search for stone. You got stone walls. Made of stone bricks. Okay. Can we make a heating tower not made of boilers? Any other way to make a boiler? Presumably not. Stone furnace. Stone. It's got accepted fuels. Pressure required, yeah. Well. That's unfortunate. Really can't do anything without some rocks. Fascinating. That kind of kills the whole idea of start here or anything. It's very dependent on other things for other things anyway, so can't be too surprised. Go through all the list of things. Oh, so we've got concrete. That's also not exactly stone. What if? No, we need the heat. We got a recycler. It's frozen. Put in concrete. What would that do? Can't because it's frozen though. Any other way to generate heat? A heating tower. Generates heat from chemical fuels with very high efficiency. Does not stop burning when at maximum temperature. Passes heat to connected heat pipes when used for steam power or to prevent freezing. That's basically what we need here. Generates heat, 40 megawatts. Constant consumption, efficiency. It's very efficient. Anything else? We got boiler. We got steam turbine, heat exchanger. We can't really boil it. We don't have anything we can boil anyways. Simple fuel, water. Do we have any regular water here? We get water from melting ice in a chemical plant, which again freezes. So we've got ice. We can't melt it to get water. It's frozen. And we need to get heat. Doesn't really seem like it. We could scrap recycle into those things. We don't have any scrap. Managed to get any solutions? The pipe is frozen. Would the tank be frozen? The tank can't fit in any of these spots. Amazing. These are freezing too. Find a spot. An offshore pump into a tank. All these are so very not usable. Very strange. Right there. It's gotta be a really solid looking ice. Oh, this is very solid looking. Especially around the edges here. Here's some spots. Offshore pump here. Tank here. It's frozen. Okay. So we can't extract stuff. It's very cold. It's not going to go into the frozen tanks. These are frozen. These just contain lithium. Can't break anything down that maybe have some rocks in it. Nice platforms. We can make some platforms. It's going to do too much for us just now. So I don't think we have an access to heat here somehow. We got this oil. How are you frozen to? You're sitting on bubbling oil. All these spots are just terrible. We need something for shoring up the weak ice here, too. Smooth ice. Brash ice. Ocean. All these different ices are a problem. It's just frozen here. Was it frozen on the first one? Yeah. So can't get fuel. I mean, even if we could get the heating tower here, what would we do to actually get the heat? Because it consumes wood, coal, solid fuel, carbon. We have a little bit of rocket fuel we could put in there. Then all the organic stuff. We need to get enough heat from that to heat things, to get more stuff. From chemical fuels, very high efficiency. So if we had that, we could get ammonia and crude oil to make some solid fuel. Then put that in there. That could be it. Where was heating tower here? heating tower was after discovering Gleba. For some reason. Gleba. Here's the heating tower. Mine entity copper stromatolite. Okay. There's some other heating things, I guess. Why would we need that anywhere else? Stone. Okay. We can't even just, like, maybe send things up. Try to break it down to stone. I don't think this is gonna work. So how is platform 2 hanging on? We're slowly getting some more rockets. We need all these rockets to... We need the full amount of rockets in order to go all the way around and make things happen. Just getting a little bit of coal to make the explosives to make all the rockets. We could maybe technically get away with non-explosive rockets, because that'd be slightly cheaper, but we kind of needed everything we had going for us there. Damage, 200 plus 360 explosion. Damage, 50 plus 9 explosion. Area of effect, 100 plus 180 explosion. I think it would be more explosive. 200 plus 360 explosion. Depends how many times it hits with the area of effect. I think it's probably fine. But yeah, the rocket platform is not going to be coming to save us anytime soon. It needs to make all those rockets. Plus, obviously, some extra rockets. That is slowly going here as it gets enough explosives. Make another rocket. Okay. I also can't craft anything. Try to place this down. It freezes. We would need that for crafting a space rocket silo. We had everything we need for the rocket silo. 10, 30 seconds. Even if we put the rocket silo down, probably would not be able to launch a rocket because it needs energy and to not freeze. Well, we're in a bit of a pickle here, aren't we? Let me go and see if there is some way to get some stone here, to at least start to have a possibility of doing something. We also just need at least some starting fuel to get into a loop where we can get more fuel. So before we could even put this down, we need to think about what we're going to be doing for that. We would need to make solid fuel for this. We technically have some rocket fuel here. That'll at least get started. We can always make more rocket fuel. If we did that, we would need the solid fuel creation option here. That would need ammonia and crude oil. Crude oil we would have to get from here somehow. Why do you mean you can't build on rough ice? Most of these are useless. It's really weird. Just ice it down. We ice platform this to make it less useless. We can put it on this part. Is there any other... I don't think there's any other ice stuff here. Melt ice. Ice platform. Yeah. I don't really seem to be able to access a lot of this. There's not like some other kind of pump jack or anything. So which one of these we can even get to? Not that one. It's got to have the ability to get off of it. needs to be able to actually be placed. This one can be placed. And then we can get off of this one. So this one actually works. Let's pump jack there. We can technically get some stuff off of here. Okay. Maybe a couple more pump jacks here. Just to get our options sorted here. Can't place it on that one. This one doesn't work. This one doesn't work. Can't place it there. Can't place it there. This one gets only to here, and then it's gonna do anything. This one also has just one line. It's not gonna do anything there. That one's not gonna work. Can't place it there. Can't place it here. This is really a mess. That's what this is. Okay. This one we have placed over here. That's technically doing something. It's also frozen though. What can we accomplish up this side? That one works. Can't place one there. This one might work. If we build just platform out here, we might be able to launch it out. It might work. Not this one though. If we can't place a pipe, it's not gonna work. And this one. Nope. This one here. Nope. Let's see if this one will work. Underground here. No, 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 no. Yes. Perfect. Those are hooked together. Let's accomplish what we can there. This offshore pump works from here at least. We need to find a somewhere we can actually pump from over on this side. If we made some of this ice platform, how good of a platform is this? We send this back onto shore here. Just test it here. What kind of platform are you? How good are we talking? Functions. Place stuff here. Cannot build on ice platform. Well then, what's the point? We put concrete on the ice platform? Perhaps that's the answer. We can concrete all this. Everything except for the holes. There we go. That's what we really need. Just need to put concrete on everything. I'll solve the freezing. That'll solve that. So we get ice platform, put concrete on it. And then all the other bits. Okay. Got some ideas here. I think we might need more concrete, honestly. Especially since we won't be able to make concrete, it doesn't seem. So if we want to make concrete, that is iron ore, stone brick, water. Can we even get water very effectively? Or iron ore? Or stone bricks? Oh boy, this is becoming quite the process. What can we get? How can we get some water? We can melt the ice. That's the water. So that's taken care of. Iron ore, stone bricks from all this, though. We got lithium. We got ice. We got ice platform. Ice can make water. Lithium can make the lithium plates used in making cryogenic plants. Anything else? Anything else we can do with this? Any sources of anything on this planet? Quantum processors. That doesn't get us more things. Foundation works in more places. Also needs stone. All the other things. Archipad productivity. A fusion reactor. That's something. That can help us get iron ore here. Portable fusion reactor. Also wild. So yeah. We seem to be constantly shipping in more stone / concrete. And any kind of metal. And superconductors. And the holmium plates. We're gonna need a lot more ability to get through here. We need more rockets. What's the limiting factor on the rockets here? Looks like currently carbon production. Okay. Making some carbon there. When it works, it works. Get some coal from that. Carbon, coal synthesis, sulfur, carbon water. Anything else we can do with this? We've got crude oil. We got stuff from crude oil. Could make steam. Maybe. Steam condensation. We got steam turbines. Except steam. The exchanger results in steam. Need water. Water from ice to steam. Calcite from here. Probably not. Again, something we could drop down from space. It's honestly feeling more like we almost need a space platform up above that is supplying us with things. But it needs to be strong enough to defend itself while also dropping supplies down for us. And the amount of rocks in the way was being a problem. So we can't have it here. We can just have it somewhere else, collecting supplies, fly it in here as much as we can, drop things off, go back. Because it's producing a lot of the other things we want here. Like the iron ore. And not stone, though. You think all these rocks, we could get some stone from it. Not currently the case. Crusher options gives more rocks back. Okay. But yeah. We got a few problems here. That's for sure. With a pile of concrete and stone and holmium plates, we might be able to be accomplishing something here. Maybe. There's a lot of work here on this frozen nightmare. Next time. Goodbye.